One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. Let me just turn off the tunes. This is George Deloge. Welcome. This is the Camera Artist Guild Photo Critique. And I am your host, as I said, George Deloge, coming to you from Los Angeles, California. And I am so glad that you're here, and I am glad that I'm here. And we have a wonderful night planned. There are a lot of different things happening. First of all, some of your photography, matter of fact, all of your photography, the 5 images that I'm going to put on display tonight are just fabulous. I cannot tell you how much I have seen you guys grow over the years that we've been together. Camera Artists Guild was started in 2016 on Periscope, of all things, broadcasting from my cell phone. And it has slowly built into something that is pretty big. We have got, as I mentioned many times before, over 2,000 and growing people from around the world, from all of the continents, from Asia, from Europe, the United States, and from Africa. And we have one representative from Benin, Nigeria today in our photographs. And so, welcome everybody from wherever you are, all over the entire universe. Uh, I am going to jump into the broadcast in just a little bit. And I'm just trying to make sure it looks like everything's coming out okay. I am broadcasting with some new software, so you're going to have to put up with me if I don't get it exactly right on this first go round. This is Restream. I was using vMix, and it was okay, but I couldn't get a lot of the extra bells and whistles, and I have a lot of things planned for over the next month, and it couldn't be done with the old software, so I had to learn new software. So it's constantly learning, constantly training and trying new techniques, and that's exciting. But anyway, to give you kind of a thumbnail to where we're headed, I hope I'd like to get some feedback. I hope you like the new logo for the group. I designed the logo and put it all together here last week and got it up on the websites, and I'm using it as a bug right up there in the corner. And I hope that we get some positive feedback. I'd like to hear about it. If you don't like it, let me know. If you do like it, let me know. If you don't give let me know as well also. So in the coming months, we're going to be doing several things. One thing, periodically, several times a month, we're going to, and I mentioned this earlier in earlier broadcasts, we're going to be going to interview different photographers from around the world and to examine what they're doing and how they're advancing both their craft and their business, what's going on in different parts of the world, and how that's affecting photography. They will act as role models to the beginners and as inspiration to those of us who have been around the business for a while. So look forward to those interviews coming up. I think the first interview we have is with Ron Pollard. He's a member of our group. Ron Pollard is an excellent photographer out of Huntsville, Alabama. And we'll be talking with him probably next week. You'll see. And now, a couple other things that we're going to be delving into besides just the critiques. I'm trying to expand Camera Artists Guild to be a place where you can go, kind of a one-stop place that you can go to get the information you need to move your art form and your business up and climb up and continue to increase and become better at what you do. There are two aspects to photography. And if you're an amateur and you're doing it just for the love of it, then you're only interested in the art form and mastering the art of photograph, or mastering the mastery of the photographic arts is one of the things that we featured. And so we'll bring a short lesson on some aspect of photography as an art form to try to help you improve your photographic skills. I'll be talking to you a lot about post-production when we get into the critiques. We'll still be doing the critiques. I'm only selecting 5 images. So keep sending those images in, and I'll pick the best 5 to show those. And then we're also going to have a section on business, because and as I did a survey, a lot of us are involved, are either semi-pros, side hustle, or full-time pros. And one of the things that we didn't learn in photography school, or didn't learn just in taking classes and seminars on photography, is how to run a business. And to be totally honest, a lot of us are struggling at it. I know I struggled for a long time until I gained a couple of understandings. Um, I'm going to recommend a book to you that I find extremely instrumental, and probably the foundation place to begin in this journey into the business side of photography. And that is a book by Michael Gerber. And I have got his information set here somewhere for you guys to get to if I can. Okay. Well, it's not working, so we'll just let it go at that. Uh, well, let's see here. Hold on. I told you I'm learning new techniques and everything. So there we go. Whoops, nope. That's Camera Artist Guild. Stand by. And there we go. Oh boy, they're going to have fun with me on YouTube. I am really learning this whole broadcasting thing. You know, I kind of been winging it, but I'm truly trying to get better at it. Anyway, check out Michael Gerber. The book is called The E-Myth, and it speaks specifically to those of us who are creatives and the situations that we run into with our businesses. His fundamental precept is that we end up working in our business but not on our business. That what we actually end up doing is building a glorified job rather than a business. We enter photography because we love the art form, and we start doing business, people start calling us and everything, but we just work, and our businesses don't flourish and don't go ahead. That's because we haven't operated under business principles. Now, the way he explains it, he breaks it down into three general areas, and when you get into the book, you'll find out about that. But he breaks this down into three different areas. One is the business. One or it breaks the business down into three different areas. One is the technician, one is the entrepreneur, and one is the manager. Now we have to wear all three hats. Too often we are the technician. That is, we're the technician looks for a place to go, and he's a doer, and he lives in the present. That means that we're just busy making photographs, answering business, but yet we are not advancing the business. And going now into a slower time in our economy, and I don't know about some of you guys, but I could use higher paying clients and I could use more of them. But it's a process of learning how. And so I will share that with you over the months as we go, as we travel on. The other is an entrepreneur. You have to be not only the technician, but you have to be the entrepreneur. You have to be the dreamer. You have to be the one that sets the goals and places for the business to go to. You don't want to just end up doing nothing but being in the grind. Sooner or later, the grind will wear you down. At least I know that I got to the point where, you know, I do an awful lot of business portraiture and headshots and stuff like that, and I can do a headshot with my eyes closed. But after a while, it becomes a grind. It's just same thing day in and day out, day in day out, and I am grinding one after another, but the business doesn't move ahead. So I need to have a vision. I need to have it. He quotes the entrepreneur is the visionary, the dreamer, the innovator, the strategist who sees the future. And so that has to be part of, we have to incorporate that in who we are. And then the final part is the manager. And that's personally the part that I hate the most, because that is the one that is really interested in what's going on in the past. How much money have you made? Have you paid your taxes? Are you up on all of the business procedures? And everything has to be there perfect as well, or otherwise you'll get down the line. I remember years and years ago when I first started this journey into business and didn't really understand. I just read Michael Gerber book. I had just, it's been years ago, but I had just read Michael Gerber's book, and I was involved with a business coach, and the business coach asked me, uh, break down all of your sales for the last year. I want to know who your customers are, and how much you made per customer, and where your highest revenues were. And I went, I don't know. And again and again, he asked me for records and information that I didn't know. I didn't understand my numbers. I didn't understand my analytics. And because I didn't understand those, I couldn't help build the business. So we'll be delving into that, and as we go along. So anyway, those are a couple of things that I have planned for the business, for the broadcast. And I made myself a couple of notes here because I can't remember everything. Also, we're putting together two mastermind groups to go along with that. Now, I'll bring some information during the normal broadcast, and we'll talk about it. And I'll be posting stuff on the website, so stay tuned for all of you guys who want to know more about camera artists and are finding about it from outside the camera artist group. We are a Facebook group called Camera Artist Guild, and it is a group, so you'll have to come to Facebook. Let me see if I can't get that to be the right one, and I can. Hot dog. I'm getting a little bit better. This software is tricky, but I'm getting there. This is the you have the address right down below there of the Facebook group, and come join the group. You have to answer a couple questions, and then I will let you into the group. Then, if you want your images critiqued, you leave a message and attach your image to those message, or you just enter in with the rest of the group. We're a home, y'all. We're a place for all of us to get together and who love photography throughout the world. And so it is possible for all of us to build a community. And that's what I'm really after. I want people in South Carolina and Georgia and Mississippi and Alabama and Zambia and Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia and Mumbai to have a place where they can come together and learn about photography, refining their craft, and learn about business, refining their business, so together we can grow the standards in photography higher and higher. Okay, let me see. Where are we right here? I mentioned earlier that we're going to be talking about, we're going to be having different people that we're going to interview. And then weekly, I'm going to try to highlight a book and give you direction, a book, a YouTube video, something that is going to help you move your business on to the next level. So pretty much that covers a lot of things. Let's see here if I can't get over to the broadcast or over to to the critique. And we're going to head over there now. Hopefully it comes up on your screen and we will be ready to go. Okay, first image. Tony Shaw. Girl, you have gotten so good. I remember when you used to do snapshots, and now you are a full-blown artist, stepping up into world class. This is an amazing image. I love the subtlety of the background. You have learned how to add a third dimension by using lighting on the background. This is the same type of lighting that you would find in the Greek masters, in Rembrandt and Trajan and Van Gogh. All used this style of a background. There's some dark, some light, there's a little fade, there's a little texture, and the complementary colors between the background and the shirt of your sitter, your subject, all patterned together. Well, you're using, I would imagine, window light or a large softbox to pattern window light, and it is excellent. The only thing that I would do to kind of move it just up, now you're using split lighting. It's coming right down the side of the face. If it is possible, and I am not sure, depending upon the lighting source that you got coming in there, to rotate his face just a little bit more to camera left, just a little bit more, and illuminate this side of his face, it would be excellent. Or if you could bring in a V flat, a reflector, and not up close. I'm not talking about raising the values to where you don't have this dramatic lighting ratio between the diffuse value and the shadow value, but just raise the shadow values a little bit, a half stop or a stop. And that, I think, would just really, really supercharge it. But as it is right now, it is a very excellent image, and my congratulations to you. It is absolutely outstanding. So we are going to move on to the let me get rid of the Camera Artist Guild group. Uh, Hide that. There we go. Uh, okay, it is supposed to be hidden. Okay. Anyway, we are going to move on to the next image. And the next image is Steve Perry. Steve, great image. This is your style, completely different from Tony's style, but an excellent image. If you are following suit with where you've been the last couple of weeks, it's an 85 millimeter lens. You're shooting it pretty close to wide open. I love the way an 85 works, and that just beautiful bokeh that comes up. The expression is priceless. The lighting is just, it's natural light, but it's very, very soft. Good pose. You've got the head on the 1/3 compositional line. Even though you are taking off the top of the head, it is perfect because it is a headshot type of a very close up portrait, and the eyes fall on the 1/3 compositional line, which is magnificent. Everything you've done there. You've got him in the third on the horizontal, and the eyes on the third on the vertical. That is composition wise. Uh, Beautiful pose. You have a 3/4 turn of the head, and you have the one thing that would make it not be quite so good as if you had the head turned any farther to the left, but your head is turned just right, so you got just a bit of white and the iris of the eye on the camera right side of the eye, which is exactly what you need. You don't want the iris in touching into the eyelid itself. So that is it. It's well executed. So both you and Tony, fabulous jobs. Just keep it up. Okay, and this one is Scott, and I am not going to try your last name because it's a Nigerian name, and I am not up on the pronunciation like I should be. But you're from Benin, Nigeria, and this is just a really great commercial type of a shot. I love the kicker that you're using. It's not overdone. It's just enough to show texture in the hair and separation between the background and the foreground. And then the way your lighting is coming in, you're using a high light source, but because your model is looking up into the light source, that is great. All in all, it is very, very well rounded. I might One thing that I do want to point out is this frame right over here on the camera right side of the composition. It does detract from the image, and you can take that out just very easy if you have Photoshop. I just duplicate the layer, Control J, and we will just draw. Oh boy, sorry about that. That was really sloppy. Let's go here and over, and you should be able to just match that up and let it go. You maybe have to stamp that a little bit because I got too much of the outer edge and it turned on the brighter side. We pull that off a couple of times and it will ultimately come out. But you've got the general idea of what I'm talking about. You want to remove that frame area from the image if you can, and you may have to stamp it first and then bring the healing brush um, in order to match up everything perfectly. But still, nice job, congratulations, and thank you very much for your first contribution uh, to. Uh, to the group. We really appreciate that. And let me see here. There we go. Maybe we will. No, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong this time. Okay. We're going to move on. Great. Okay. Thanks, folks, for putting up with me learning this new software. Uh, I've been broadcasting to myself, but it really helps when you have somebody to go out to. And there we go. Just want to, I haven't checked the comments or anything to see what people are saying. Um, and this one is Keith Davis. Oh, boy, Keith. I mean, you do a lot of pin-up-y girls and a lot of cutesy stuff, but man, this one just really got me. I love it. I do just I love musicians. I've worked with them for years, especially this is a unique musician, a sousaphone player, and what a fabulous look. The only thing that I would say is there is a lot of excess up here in the top that really doesn't do anything but take away from the image itself. So you might want to make it a little bit broader and just a little bit shorter. I wonder whether if we went to a 4x5 crop, let's see what happens with a 4x5 crop, whether you can pull that off. Yeah. Okay. Uh, there we go. And we'll just increase a little bit. You need a little more breathing room on the left and the right hand side. You can do that real easy. You can stretch it. That's, but the lighting, the instrument, the pose, the composition, just off the hook, man. Congratulations, brother. That's really outstanding. Again, all of you guys are just really hitting it out of the park. I am thrilled, just thrilled. Okay, Keith, way to go, brother. And finally, Miss Diana Rucker. And girl, you did it this time. You did it this time. This is just a gorgeous image. Uh, I don't, you do your compositions and your composites and everything, and you've done that compositing, but it just, it's ethereal, and imaginary, but it just works. It works very, very well. Again, uh, following good lines of composition, you've got her set up on the 1/3 compositional line. Let me open that up. On the 1/3 compositional line, pretty much she is at the upper third of the image. Of course, she trails down the main image, but the main portion of her is up here in this area. Your flowers are uniform between the flowers and the background and the bridal bouquet. You've got detail in the dress. You've got great coloration on her and detail on the hair. I can't see anything that I would change on it whatsoever. Uh, just it's it. It's really good. So I wish I could bring something to it, but if nothing else, maybe increase the vignette a little bit. But I don't know. The vignette is really good as it is. Uh, Matter of fact, pay no attention to that. You keep it exactly like it is. You're really into something. You should branch out and do more in this genre. Uh, I would even try, yeah, at least try to aim for more portraiture in this era. I think that you're really into something creatively. Okay, that takes care of the images for this week. Okay. And I am now. No. Okay. Let's see. Maybe that was it. Was that it? No. Okay. That was it. I'll tell you, folks. I am really. I wanted to be so smooth at this software, so we would just transition with all these new things. But it'll get smoother as we go along. Thanks for putting up with me when doing it. The images are really great. Keep those images coming in. Let's reach out to our friends. Be sure to share the link with people. I think I can turn it off now because I didn't see a dialog box had come on. Yeah, that was what it was. I didn't see that dialog box had come on for some reason and frozen out any changes. But hopefully, we have been broadcasting out, and let's see. Okay. Uh, wow. I'm not sure. I certainly hope the broadcast is still going out. Uh, And yep, no, it's still going out, it seems like, anyway. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get this better. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being part of Camera Artists Guild. I love you all. And again, spread the word about this. Let's grow this group so that we have people, more and more fresh blood, more and more fresh people. Okay, everybody, thanks an awful lot. We will see you again next week. And Camera Artists Guild. Okay, goodbye.